Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to the Cat's Cradle live stream, doing your part to keep live and local music alive. Tonight we've got some, as per usual, some amazing talent from right here in our backyard in Central North Carolina. It's gonna be a nice little songwriters round. You're gonna hear some beautiful words, some beautiful voices, and hear some beautiful acoustic guitars. Our host for the evening, Mr. Wyatt Easterling.
Thanks, Jeremy. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Song Travelers Songwriters event. This is the first one for 2021. Hopefully we'll be seeing many more. To my right, I have Miss Abigail Dowd.
Hey, Wyatt.
Who has a brand new album. I'll let her tell you all about it. And then to my far right, I've got Thomas Anderson. And we're going to play a few songs. We're going to tell you some stories about how the songs came about, how they were written. And I'm going to ask Abigail to start for us.
Right, thanks.
Hi, you're welcome.
So this song is called Beautiful Day, and it is actually the title track of the album that Wyatt was speaking of. It's going to release officially on April 23rd. But there's a music video that comes out on Monday. So I thought I'd let you hear it, stripped down the way I wrote it. And then the big version, the big album version is going to come out. But I wrote this song when our house was flooding, and I didn't know where I was going to live, and I was sitting on my neighbor's front porch, and the song just kind of poured in, and it has been keeping me company ever since, all through COVID. So this one's for all of you that are watching. It's a beautiful day. Is my guitar on? It is now. It's been about a year since we had an official sound check and got to sit on the stage with other people. Outside of my window, it's a beautiful day. I wanna go out for a while, call up a friend, lean on a stranger. I could sure use a smile on this beautiful day. Beautiful day outside. Mama called this morning, but I didn't answer. I didn't have the heart to say that I've been feeling kind of lonely. Sometimes I get blue, and mamas try to make it all okay, 'cause they want every day to be a beautiful day. Beautiful day outside. Do you ever get lonely and wonder how much farther you can go? Do you think that you're the only one who knows? Friend, I know. 'Cause I have seen the darkness and I've got shadows inside, but I hold on for the light. And I have never known a sorrow that didn't make me stronger. There's never been a day that the sun don't rise. Bring a beautiful day. Beautiful day outside. Hold on, my friend. No one sees clearly in the dark. Even the longest nights are just the start of a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Oh, beautiful day outside.
Nice.
Thank you. All right, Thomas.
Abigail Dowd.
Thank you, Wyatt. Oh, this is so fun to be playing a show.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I can't wait to hear that track when it comes out.
Thank you.
The first song I'm going to play is actually the title track from my first album, which I wrote like probably about 20 years ago with this very guitar. So it's been keeping me company for many years as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I've been thinking real hard, yeah, thinking about you. Baby, lately when I'm all alone, it's just about the only thing I do. And when I close my eyes in a dream, baby, you are who I see. And when I wake up in the morning and wonder, baby, do you dream of me? Is this love? Is this love? Yeah, baby, is this love? When I'm holding your hand, oh, you know, it makes me feel good just to walk along with you down the streets of my neighborhood. 'Cause when you're with me, baby, this cruel world seems so kind. And every time I see one question comes to mind. Is this love? Is this love? Yeah, baby, is this love? Just take a look at me and tell me, darling, what do you see? If it ain't love, what could it be? Just hold me close to you and let's dance real slow like lovers do as we wonder, could this be true? Could it be true? So up in the air, just dancing on dreams. Well, it makes me wonder what is really there. All I know is the way it seems. Is this just wishful thinking, baby? Are you just playing a game? 'Cause now I'm feeling something, please tell me, baby, do you feel the same? Is this love? Is this love? Yeah, baby, is this love?
Ah,
Thanks.
I love that.
I love
Oh,
playing
was it love?
Well, it certainly is now.
We certainly need it now.
What?
We need it to be love now.
That's
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. It's very important in these days to have some love in your life. I'm
So,
very lucky to have that.
a fun little coincidence, I don't know that I've mentioned this to you, Abigail. Thomas used to write for DreamWorks out in Los Angeles at the same time that I was writing for DreamWorks in Nashville. We didn't know each other. We knew a lot of the same people in the company. And then both end up in North Carolina writing together. I thought that was kind of fun. Cool fact.
That is a cool fact. It kind of makes me feel like Kansas right here. Holding it down.
I want to do a song about an inanimate object that I'm going to personify. It's called This Old House. It goes like this. Well, this old house, it's where my story first begins. I got the word that progress was closing in. There's a beat-up bulldozer revving up in the drive. Strange to think this'll be our final goodbye. It's a shame to see the old girl going out this way, so far removed from her glory days. The vines have grown twisted around the front gate, a homeless scene behind Mother Nature's crime tape. This old house will always be a part of me. You can holler away, but in my heart she'll remain. I'm leaving here with Polaroids and forgotten dreams. I outgrew like a pair of worn out jeans. Peering down the front hall behind these kicked-in doors, the dust and rain have done a number on these hardwood floors. Some local kids have been camping out here and partying late. We used to do the same thing to that age. Watch the cars whizzing by out on the new interstate. Now some would call that progress, and some would call that fate. I remember kissing Kate any chance on that front porch swing. I heard she lost a battle back in the early spring. Still it's gonna be alright. I can call her to mind any old time. I need a childlike peace of mind. Now this old house will always be a part of me, where you can holler away, but in my heart she'll remain. I'm leaving here with Polaroids and forgotten dreams. I outgrew like a pair of worn out jeans. Well, this old house, it's where my story first begins. I got the word that progress was moving in. There you have it.
I feel like we need, like I can feel the roar out there on the interweb. I feel like I'm tapped in, I can hear him. That is such a beautiful song.
Thanks.
I can see it, you know?
Thank you.
You can see the whole thing. Everybody has an old house like that.
Somewhere.
Somewhere, whether we liked it or not. We get nostalgic for it the older
Yeah,
we
we do.
get.
Absolutely. Well, I must confess, I just wrote that.
Did you make that up?
I made it up. I really did. I've never had a house that I lived in that's been torn down.
Oh.
And so, it really, in some respects, was reflective of all that was happening in Nashville, Tennessee, where they were tearing down all these beautiful Victorian houses on Music Road to make room for new condos, new flashy
No
condos.
kidding.
And that kind of inspired the song for me.
Well, I believe every word. I know what it's like to have somebody tear my house down.
Oh, that's true.
You just changed my set list. I'm gonna sing a different song now. I'm gonna sing a song called The River. This is gonna be on the new album, but back in 2018, my husband and I, we had just gotten married, and you know, you start thinking, I want this to feel like our house, and you want to get rid of all your husband's things, and you know, put up all your own things, and the universe seems to have been on my side, because 7 floods later, the city tore our house down because the floodwaters were so bad. And this new album of mine has lots of water themes in it. But I was sitting in the middle of a river in Colorado, right outside Boulder, and I wrote this song sitting in the river. And this is kind of how I feel about that flood. It's like there's something so cleansing about the power of water. And that's the way I chose to see it. I thought, the waters are lifting me somewhere, I don't know. I just have to let it carry out everything that I do not want. I'm just gonna let it go. I've got something on my mind. I'm gonna give it to the river. I've got teardrops in my eyes. I'm gonna give them to the river. 'Cause I've got stories in my bones that want to be told. Lay my burdens down, Lord, and let them go. River, wash me home. Heaven ain't up, hell ain't below. My feet are tired, Lord, they're tired. Well, I'm gonna wash them in the river. My tongue is burning, it's on fire. I'm gonna fill my cup in the river. 'Cause I've got stories in my bones that want to be told. Lay my burdens down, Lord, and let them go. River, wash me home. Heaven ain't up, hell ain't below. Gotta give a little, live with a little more love. What if heaven ain't waiting up above? What if it's right here? If you don't live your truth, hell will come find you. I'm gonna raise my hands up high, and I'm gonna walk into the river. I'm gonna let my voice rise, and I'm gonna sing out with the river. 'Cause I've got stories in my bones that want to be told. Lay my burdens down, oh Lord, and let them go. River, wash me whole. 'Cause heaven ain't up, hell ain't below. Gotta give a little, live with a little more, show a little more love. Show the world what you came here made of. Gotta free your heart and follow your soul. 'Cause heaven ain't up, Lord, hell ain't below.
All right.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. So the way you introduced that song, about like, it was kind of remarkable how like, this terrible disaster happens, and you're like, I saw it as cleansing, and it kind of reminds me of this next song I'm going to play, which is called Broken Heart, and well, it could also be called A Broken Heart is a Beautiful Thing. So I'm just going to get started with this. It'll take your whole world to break it apart, leave you no choice but to make a new start, not really knowing what the future will bring. A broken heart is a beautiful thing. It'll take your false hopes, yeah, you so low. You put your feet on the ground, make a strong man weep, make a blues man sing. A broken heart is a beautiful thing, yeah. A broken heart is a beautiful thing. Take a rich person, make them feel poor, help them remember what we're really here for. We're only the subjects, love is the king. A broken heart is a beautiful thing. Thank you.
Thomas Anderson, folks.
That is the most optimistic breakup song ever. I love that.
I'm thinking that I'm going to do one that you and I wrote.
That'd be great.
Will you join me on it?
You bet.
Where I Stand.
All right.
Thomas and I have written 2 songs together in the year and a half, 2 years we've known each other. Shame on us. We should have 5 or 6.
Yeah, well, down the road for sure.
Watching the news is giving me the blues. What a tangled web they weave. Well, try as they might, I still know wrong from right. Here's what I believe, where I stand, for what it's worth. We ain't got much time on earth. Where I stand, it's so clear. It's a miracle we're here to have a chance, to have some fun, do some good, to love someone. So come on, and take my hand and see what I see from where I stand. When you go it alone, this world is one cold stone. So won't you keep me company when we open our eyes to see the next sunrise? There's no place I'd rather be from where I stand, for what it's worth. We ain't got much time on earth. From where I stand, it's so clear. It's a miracle we're here to have a chance, to have some fun, do some good, to love someone. So come on, take my hand and see what I see from where I stand. let's leave it all behind. You lock the door and I'll pull the curtains. Together we'll be just fine. And when the sun comes up in the morning, we'll have a beautiful view. It's gonna be a new day dawning, and I wanna face it with you. Where I stand, for what it's worth, we ain't got much time on earth. Where I stand, it's so clear, it's a miracle we're here to have a chance, to have some fun, do some good, to love someone. So come on and take my hand, see what I see. Where I stand, for what is worth, we ain't got much time on earth. Where I stand, it's so clear, it's a miracle we're here to have a chance, to have some fun, do some good, to love someone. So come on, take my hand, see what I see. Where I stand. Fun, thanks.
Great job, Wyatt.
Hey, well, thank you.
Oh, where I stand. I wish I could take the hand of everybody that is watching at home and bring them on the stage with me, because I had the best seat.
Aw.
And it made me want to cry, because we were talking about this beforehand. Wyatt, the last time you played a show was a year ago,
Yeah.
here.
Here, yes.
And I think the last show I played was March 5th, and you know, being a musician really is as magical as it feels. And for the last year, you had to remind yourself that it really was magical. And it does feel a bit like a miracle that we're here. And just listening to those words, it was really beautiful. And Thomas, oh man.
He rocks.
He does.
I try.
I'm gonna come over. I want to write a song with you guys.
All right, you're in.
Right. Hold me to it. So I actually, we all wrote a few songs in quarantine, I think.
Just a couple.
One of my dear friends, Emily Scott Robinson, called me early on in quarantine, and she said, let's have a deadline. Every Thursday, we're going to turn in a song for like 6 weeks. And it was really nice having some kind of discipline. And one day I did not want to write a song, and this is the song that I wrote. And every bit of it is true, especially the second verse about my car keys, which it took me so long to find them. Actually, after I wrote this song, my husband said, "That's true, isn't it?" He got really worried, and he went looking for my keys. I've got to write a song today. Confess I don't have much to say. My mind is racing with things I'd like to do. I am thinking up new ways to use my time and spend my days, while some folks think the world is falling apart. But I never fit that mold, and rules never had much hold over me. I knew the system was rigged all alone. Break down the walls, let them fall. their chains to bind. We're all connected, you and I. Well, I haven't seen my keys in a week, hell, maybe 3, but I don't miss them. There's no place that I'd rather be, and I am doing just fine. I haven't spent a single dime on all those things that I used to think I needed. Oh, but I never fit the mold, and rules never had much hold over me. 'Cause I knew the system, it was rigged all along. Break down the walls, let them fall. It's time we learn to fly on our own, 'cause we're already free. We don't need their chains to bind. We're all connected, you and I. And if I go tomorrow, send me on my way, and know that if I had to do this whole life over, I wouldn't do it any other way. I always hated chasing money, but I am grateful to you, honey, that you played the game, and we're doing all right. But next week I may be on my knees, looking back at how naive I am while other people's lives are torn apart. But I never fit the mold, oh, the rules never had much hold over me. I knew the system was rigged all along. Break down those walls, let them fall. It's time we learn to fly on our own, 'cause we're already free. Oh, and we don't need their chains to bind. We're all connected, you and I.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, how beautiful.
That was beautiful. So, this, when you were talking about losing your keys, this is kind of a segue. You know, there's this phrase, you know, a needle in a haystack, and this next song I'm doing is kind of called Needles in the Hay, so
That was a good
my
segue.
attempt to segue. And by the way, also this sort of feeling about reaching out to you guys watching out there. You know, I got a text from one of my buddies who was talking about tuning in, and it reminded me that even if we can't see the audience, I know there's a lot of friendly and wonderful, familiar faces out there, and I just want to thank you all for watching, and you know, happy that at least you get to see me, and I can't wait to see you again. But meanwhile, this one goes out to one very special lady who's sitting at home right now watching this, and I'm looking forward to getting home to her too. So. Sometimes it frightens me when I look out at the sea and I see myself with nothing to hold on to. And when I search the stars above, I don't see anyone to love. And I realize I'm lucky to be with you. And I am here to give you my hand, to pull you from the deep to dry land. We are needles in the hay around us, but we found us. In the mirrors of your eyes, I can see through my disguise. And I thank you for revealing myself to me. And I hope that I can do the very same for you. If you ever lose sight of who you could be. And I am here to give you my hand, to pull you through the deep to dry land. We are needles in the hay around us, but we found us. And I'm gonna keep holding on. No, I never will let you go. Oh no, 'cause I wanna be where you are. Oh, wherever you are is home. Cause I am here to give you my hand, to pull you from the deep to dry land. We are needles in the hay around us, but we found us. Sometimes it frightens me when I look out at the sea, but with you right now, it just looks beautiful.
You are so soulful.
Well, I'm really enjoying listening to you guys. It's inspiring, so thank you.
Oh, this is so fun. I remember the last time I saw a show in this room, I was standing by the pole, I remember. And while you were singing, I was just thinking if I was standing by that pole, I would totally just be dancing. But I couldn't because I was trying to hold it down up here.
Not a pole dance.
It wasn't a pole dance.
Good. That's not the Abigail I know.
I love it. You're a songwriter and you made that connection. No, I did not.
That was a simple leap.
It was. Yeah, I didn't. Afraid I missed that.
Here we go. Did I snort?
This is so fun.
It is fun. This is so nice to be playing somewhere outside of my living room or my second bedroom studios where I'm doing all my recording. I'm going to do a tune called Scars. We all have them, whether it's a skint knee when you're 4 or 5 years old or some that are deeper. And behind each one of those, there's a story, and I put together a little collection of 2 or 3. It goes like this. Jimmy was a boxer in his younger days. We call him Jimmy the Rocket, 'cause you could bet he'd go down in flames. These days he ain't so steady, all the hard knocks he claims. The eye says the bottle, he kills to ease the pain. When he was young and strong and able, still reaching for the stars, he left nothing on the table. That's how he got those scars. Mary was a mother, blessed late in life. She once was an actress, then became a lawyer's wife. He left her for his lover one cold and rainy night. Fought her tooth and nail for everything. He left her high and dry. She's still young and strong and able, still reaching for the stars. She walked away from the table with nothing but those scars. Everybody loses every now and then. Remember how that feels when you're looking down on them. When your whole world's gone crazy and you can't find a friend. You got nowhere left to turn. You can always count on him. Surrounded by a host of angels underneath the guiding star, he came to turn the tables. That's how he got those scars. We're all so different, we're all the same, chasing after something that we can't explain. But it's out there somewhere, this all can't be in vain. Give me a sign to ease my mind, that we come around again. We're all young and strong and able, a product of the stars. So come gather around the table and come just as you are. Just as you are. As you are.
I can hear it.
Yes.
We've learned in the last year to deal with the silence, but I
know,
still
it's
hear
so
the
strange.
roar.
It's a bit odd.
The crowd goes wild. All right, cool. So we're going to let these fine folk take a little rest from all the emotional labor that they're doing right now for us. Thanks again for tuning in. Just stick around 5-10 minutes. We'll be back. Check it out.
All right. Are we doing the Q&A? No?
Okay,
Oh, okay.
that sounds cool.
Good. Take 5.
Hey, thanks for sticking around. Cat's Cradle live stream, doing your part to keep live and local music alive. We are back with the Songwriters Round with Mr. Wyatt Easterling.
Thank you, Jeremy. And once again, I'm with Abigail Dowd and Thomas Anderson on the far side. And I'm going to ask Abigail to kick off this next set for us.
All right. So I'm going to do a song. I'm going to jump off your last song, Wyatt,
Okay.
about scars. I don't think I've ever introduced this song that way, but I thought that is the best introduction for this song. And on the break, we were all hunkered around, checking to see what you guys were saying on the YouTube. And I saw my friend Ruth Jo was out there, and I know you like this one. I've been running all my life, but it never crossed my mind. Some folks take it slow and make it farther down the road. I never even made it down the drive. I've been a fighter all my life, but it never crossed my mind that I can't forget the hands, first touch of a man, and I can hurt you while you look me in the eye. There's an old white house in the countryside, and it's time I turned around to go back for that girl inside, tell her we're alright, and hold her tight. Alone I spend my time, but it never crossed my mind that I took all the blame and I have carried all the shame, and I'm terrified you'll see it in my eyes. I'm going back to make it right, 'cause it's been on my mind. For 30 years or more, she's been pounding on the door, hoping someone else would hear her silent cry. But I'm the only one who ever hears her cry. There's an old white house in the countryside, and it's time I turned around to go back for that girl inside, tell her we're alright, and hold her tight. There's an old white house in the countryside, and it's time I turned around to go back for that girl inside, tell her we're alright, and hold her tight.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thanks.
So, after hearing your song about the flood, you know, it brought to mind a song that I have about a flood. And I'd like to give a little shout out to my buddies Troy, Jimmy, and York, aka the Troubadour Sons. We have a band, and This song is in the process of being recorded right now, but we have a few singles out. You can check those out online if you want. But this is my song about the rain. I've only been here for 2.5 years, but as soon as we moved here, we got like 2 hurricane warnings, and it was just crazy. And I remember thinking, wow, you know, when it rains here, it really rains, you know? And this is kind of what this song's about. Dark storm cloud. There was something in the papers that I read. And first thing in the morning, I heard another warning on the radio, alarm clock by the bed. This storm could be as bad as another one we had 100 years ago that left so many dead. But the thing that scared me most is that I thought I heard a ghost that came a little bit too close, and then she said, well, a hard rain gonna fall, turn the earth to mud, and you know down in the low ground there's bound to be a flood. Yeah, hard rain gonna fall till the river runs so high, and if you gonna get through it, you know it's time to fly. Down by the riverside, the storm is coming in, lightning and thunder in my ears. We all knew it was bound to begin, and it's finally here to justify our fears. The sky opens up and the rain begins to pour. Almost takes me by surprise. I've seen rain, but not like this before. First I heard that ghost, and now I can't believe my eyes. She said, hard rain gonna fall, turn the earth to mud, yeah. And I know down in the low ground there's bound to be a flood, yeah. Hard rain gonna fall till the river runs so high, and if you gonna get through it, you know it's time to fly. You better run, run, take the ones you love, and leave your things behind. Yeah. You better run, run, keep yourself above the rising water line. Yeah. This time slips away, you better heed what I say. No, don't delay if you want to live another day. Yeah. Now the river's getting wider, it's gonna take that shed. Don't you fall inside her, you're gonna wind up dead. The river's getting wider, it's gonna take that farm. Oh, you're gonna have to trust me, baby. I don't mean you no harm. Take my hand, yeah. Take my hand, and run with me. Run with me, baby. Run with me. We got to run There you have it.
Hard
Oh.
rain.
Go Troubadour
Oh.
Sons. All right.
I want that album.
It's going to be good.
It is
We
gonna
got
be
singles
good.
out. We got singles out.
I'm
so check
excited.
them out. Thank you. I want your album.
That was awesome. We'll trade. That felt like the soundtrack to my last 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
how
can
it
imagine.
felt too.
Whew. It's, adrenaline, right?
Totally.
Kicks in, yeah. Survival.
Made me want to fly.
So, grab that other guitar.
Right.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. Thomas and I, the first song that we wrote was a tune called "Throw Caution to the Wind." And I am let me see if I can muscle my way through it. Do you need to tune or anything? You good?
I think I'm good.
Good. Okay. 'Cause that other guitar,
Check it.
it's gonna take you about 20 minutes to tune.
Yeah. I've been
This has
gentle
been
with
so
this
much
one.
fun. Thanks guys for coming out and doing this.
Oh man,
you,
this is
Wyatt.
so
And I
fun.
want to thank Frank
Pleasure.
Heath, the proprietor, the owner of this magnificent club, for having us.
Thanks to the
This is-
Cat's Cradle.
Yeah,
for sure.
indeed,
yeah.
indeed. I'm so glad that you guys are still up and going. And Jeremy, thanks for and Chris on the cameras. Here we go. How many times have we seen the sun go down? The lights go on in the hills around this town. How many times have we walked this boulevard? It's the same old scene. When did it get so hard? Makes me wanna run somewhere we've never been. Maybe I don't need to see this town again. I don't know where it ends, but I'm ready to begin. Take only what we need and throw caution to the wind. Whoa, 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 whoa. How would it feel to leave this all behind, with nothing but a glimmer of the life we might find? How'd you like to put that sunset in the rearview mirror? Wake up tomorrow 500 miles from here. Makes me wanna run somewhere we've never been. Baby, I don't need to see this town again. I don't know where it ends, but I'm ready to begin. Take only what we need and throw caution to the wind. Whoa, 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 roll down the window, we'll say our goodbyes. We're a match to gasoline now, lighting up the sky. I don't mind if you wanna drive. It's been a long, long time since I felt so alive. Makes me wanna run somewhere we've never been. Baby, I don't need this town again. I don't know where it ends, but I'm ready to begin. Take only what we need and throw caution to the wind. Hey, thanks, pal.
That was awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Thanks. It felt very appropriate for all of us shut-ins
You
to be
did.
able to get out there on the road. It was very prescient to write that about a year before this pandemic. But,
It feels like any road we take is going to be totally new. Because
Yeah.
we don't know what it looks like.
mm-mm.
But it's really cool. I have to echo like your thanks to the Cat's Cradle and Frank for holding it down. We're gonna hold it down on this music front till we can get everybody in this room with us, sharing live music. Sitting up here is just, I didn't know how much my soul needed this
I know.
until I can sit between you two. I've got surround sound up here. It's amazing. But that's a beautiful song.
Thanks.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, I think we did okay on our first one.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think you did all right.
Hit the ground running.
That's right. Don't look back.
There's a theme of run between the two of you, so I'm going to continue the theme of run, because
Let's run
that's
with
the
it.
name of this song. There's
a
some
great
water
segue.
in there. There's a book by Wade Davis called Wayfinders, and that was the inspiration for this song, because he was talking about indigenous languages and how often we lose indigenous languages. And I even saw that there are some indigenous cultures that are saving the vaccine and giving priority to the native language speakers to keep the languages alive. And it's so important that we keep those languages alive, because they're the ones that connect us to this beautiful planet. I'm gonna fix my capo. Woman of my tongue, there's no one left where I come from. I can navigate the seas, the stars and waters speak to me. The gods are on the run, run, run. They're on the run, 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 run. There's a halo around the moon, I know the rain is coming soon. There's gonna be a flood. Mother Earth looks to the sky, I hear her whisper, friend, goodbye. Let the water run, let it run, 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 run. Let it run, 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 run. Let it run, 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 run. I call out to the ones who came before. Tell me, what can I do? They say, daughter, our stories cannot help you anymore. No one can hear you. we've lost the language of the land, and there's no woman, child, or man who knows where they come from. We are running out of time to save this planet, humankind. Oh, where will you run? Where will you run, 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 run? When there's nowhere to run, run, run. You better run, 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 run. You better run, 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 run. Thank you.
Beautiful. So I love to travel. But this song's, I'm looking forward to doing that again, hopefully soon, sooner than later, I hope, safely. But this song's about a different kind of trip that I can still do. So look at this. You're a trip, a beautiful trip. I let my hand slip down to your hip, and it makes me want to wander, and it makes me want to wander. You're a trip, a beautiful trip. And when we kissed, you bit my lip, and it makes me want to wander, and it makes me want to wander. I send my heart a postcard from my mind, so I would never forget the warmth and laughter in your eyes, and the salty taste of your sweat. You're a trip, a beautiful trip. Gave me a jug and I took a sip, and it makes me want to wander, and it makes me want to wander, and it makes me want to wander, and it makes me want to wander. Anyhow.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Gosh. Not a bad song tonight.
We've been working at it.
I'm not sure if that's working. Oh, here we go. No wonder it wasn't working. So I have, this is my very prized possession, my Yori guitar, picked up in Japan. My friend Yoko, I went with her, and we went by the Yori factory where they had this guitar sitting there hanging on the wall, and I had to come home with it. But I got a note from one of the Yoris that they're watching from Japan. I guess it's probably like 8 in the morning there, but here we go. So I'm going to do a tune that I co-wrote with a buddy of mine, Jonathan Richardson, and another young fella named Logan Agles. There we go. Now we're in. Here we go. It's called So Have I. Leaves falling like pieces of my heart. When do we drift so far apart? Birds have flown and so have I, so have I, so have I, so have I. Now what good are all these tears? We'll always end up right back here, waiting for a summer breeze to lift me up and set me free. Leaves falling like pieces of my heart. When do we drift so far apart? Birds have flown and so have I, so have I, so have I, so have I. Looking down from way up here, funny how things become so clear. Little distance, time and space, we'll both be in a better place. Leaves falling like pieces of my heart. When do we drift so far apart? Birds have flown and so have I, so have I, so have I, so have I. There's no one to blame, we both played our part. Let's leave something here, this is not who we are. Leaves falling like pieces of my heart. When do we drift so far apart? Birds have flown and so have I, 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 so have I. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Very nice.
I'm so glad you brought that guitar home. It's
Me
such a
too.
beautiful guitar. It sounds so beautiful. I love that song.
Thank you.
I think that's the song that last time I saw you perform, somebody asked you to play it a second time. Was it a different song? It might have been that song. I don't know. I would love to hear it again, but
Okay. I'll play it next time. Thanks.
I want to play the most recent song that I've written. It just came to me one day. We were talking about this at dinner, how the best moments in songwriting are when your guitar says "pick me up" and it has something for you, and you don't have to agonize over it. I may look like a woman who's had it made all alone. We all have stories we don't tell. I was taught to stand and strong, but over time that fed my anger and my pride. The world will hunt you down and find you where you hide. I'm here to tell you it's okay to fall apart. Raise your fist up to the sky and ask the good Lord why. When you think your spirit's broken, let your heart crack open. Love will be there on the other side. I have never walked a mile in someone else's shoes. No one can walk a mile in mine. The path that I've taken, it may not be the one you choose. We all have our mountains to climb, and bigger battles than each other to fight. I'm here to tell you it's okay to fall apart. Raise your fist up to the sky and ask the good Lord why. 'Cause when you think your spirit's broken, let your heart crack open. Love will be there on the other side. Love will be there on the other side. Sometimes I need a friend to hold, 'cause I don't know how far this road goes. I'm here to tell you it's okay to fall apart. To raise your fist up to the sky and ask the good Lord why. When you think your spirit's broken, let your heart crack open. Love will be there on the other side. Love will be there on the other side.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
You're a poet.
Oh.
So this is one of those songs where I just wrote this little guitar part. And I just let it kick around for a long time because I was like, how am I going to sing to that? And then the lyrics came a while after, and this is how it came out. It was like this. When you talk to me, I feel you. And when you're hurt, I wanna heal you. There's something deep inside that you appeal to. I won't accept no substitute, it's got to be the real you. When you're hungry, I will feed you. And when you're lost, I'm here to lead you. And you will never ever need to be lonely in this world, because you know I really need you. Baby, I'm so glad to be your man, yeah. 'Cause I know you understand. Love is a verb. It's not just the way we feel, it's all that we do that makes our love so real. And day after day, I will do the things that I say, just how much I care about you. never could ignore ya. I'm always gonna be here for ya. And when the rain begins to pour, I give you my umbrella, 'cause you know that I adore ya. You know the little things that bug me. You know I love it when you hug me. And you can take my hand and tug me any way you want, because I know you really love me. Baby, it feels so good to be your man, yeah. 'Cause I know you understand. Love is a verb. It's not just the way we feel, it's all that we do that makes our love so real. And day after day I will do the things that say just how much I care about you. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I know you're glad I'm your man, yeah. Knowing we both understand, love is a verb. It's not just the way we feel, it's all that we do that makes our love so real. And day after day I will do the things that say just how much I care about you. Ooh, 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 ooh.
One of my favorite songs of yours. I just love that song.
Thank you. Thanks.
It's a great record, too.
Oh,
You did
yeah.
an amazing job.
Well, yeah, there's a nice recording of it. It's still a single, but that's kind of what I'm doing now, rolling out singles now and then.
I know,
That's so hip.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know,
It's like the thing now.
it is. It's fun. It means you can just be more immediate, you know, with stuff, you know, which
That
is really
is
cool.
true. I find my songs like drop in when I need them, and then if you release them as singles, you can.
I'm so old school.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I want to save it all up. It's like Christmas morning, man. Just wait. But then again, you hate to be behind the curve, you know.
Yeah, you know, eventually I'll put a bunch of singles together and call it an album.
Yeah, you can do that.
Right.
Yeah, we can't call them CDs anymore. We got to call them albums or records.
I like it.
Which, you know, when you think about it, an album is a recording or a record of the music. So
That's
it's
right.
It's very literal.
That's right.
Let's see. I think I'm going to do one a friend of mine, Eric Bannon, and I wrote. It's called Traveling Light. There's a view from up here you can get from the valley below, where the mill quit the town. Now the river runs dry, and there are no tears left to cry. No tears left to cry. I've twisted, I've turned, and I've run. I've done things for which I'm ashamed. Once a maker of kings, now just a pawn in the game. I've long since quit leveling the blame. long since quit leveling the blame. Another sun sets in the western sky. I turn to face the coming of the night. It's a long road ahead until the morning arrives. And I've no tears left to cry. No tears left to cry. When the morning breaks, I'll be whole again. The cracks in my soul patched with gold. There's a taste on my tongue of good things to come. Moving on, I'll be traveling light. Moving on, I'll be traveling light. Moving on, I'll be traveling light.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm going to see Eric next week
All right.
over at the Bynum front porch.
Oh, fun. For
Traveling-
fun.
Traveling light. I love the double meaning of that. At least for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm such an Aquarius that it's all about like light beings in the Aquarian age and all. Wyatt, how many more songs we got?
I don't know. I'm not
Are we
sure
gonna
what
do
time
one
it
more round?
is. Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
At least
Who's
One
first?
more or two more? I'm trying to decide what to play next. How many more rounds do you think we'll do?
At least one.
right now. You guys got time.
I think
All
we
right,
could
we
do
got
two.
Tom. All right, let's
The
do
voice
two.
from above.
Yes, the voice from above.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna do Wiregrasser song. Because I got a text message this morning from somebody down in Florida who I love to tell stories about the longleaf pine, and that the North Carolina we have the oldest living longleaf pine, but they stretch all the way down to Florida. And a friend of mine was planting longleaf pine trees in her front yard today, and it made me think of the Wiregrasser from Andalusia, Alabama, where I have never been, but it's on my list as soon as I get back on the road. The Wiregrasser was a turpentine worker. They tapped the longleaf pine trees and cut them down. I belong to no one. Rocky shore beneath the pines is where I come from, and I can still hear my mama calling. Come sundown, boy, you make your way back home. From the wiregrass of Alabama down in Andalusia is where I get my name. I work this land just like my daddy. Hands like leather and I mean as those blades. 'Cause I'm a wiregrasser chipping down the pines. There's no more black belt prairies, only pitch tide and turpentine. Well, I grew up from the ashes, sand in my shoes and pine sap running through my veins. I've got cat face carved in my sides. Oh, and no amount of prayer will save my life. 'Cause I'm a wiregrasser chipping down the pines. There's no more black belt prairies, only pitch tide. Oh, and turpentine. cut 'em down, we bled 'em dry, and we worked 'em to bone. Stomped out the devil's fire and prayed that God would save our souls. Still hear mama calling, heaven is the only place left to call my home. God bless my soul, 'cause I'm a white grass with chippy paradise. There's no more black belt prairies, only pitch tide, ooh, and turpentine. Thank you.
All right. So, well, let me make sure I'm in tune here. So, every now and then, you know, I think a little philosophically about things like how there's so much we don't know about the world. Life is kind of like a game of missing information. You know, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't always know what other people are thinking. We don't know. There's so many pieces rolling around. We don't know where they're going. You know, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, you know. And sometimes, you know, it's kind of like, you think about that, we're imperfect, you know. What are we going to do? How's it going to work out? And you just got to have some guts. You got to pull through. And this song is a little bit about that. Looking out the window, thinking about tomorrow. So much we don't know, it's freaking me out. Pieces of the puzzle lost in the shuffle. The dice are gonna tumble, we're rolling them out. Ain't no way to know where they're gonna land. No way to control them, it's out of my hands. So let them go where they may. Yeah, let them say what they will say. Yeah, you and I will find our way. Remember where we came from before we got some, how far we have come. If they could see us now, even if we got spun right back to square one, knowing what we have done, we could make it somehow. So I'm not gonna worry about things we can't control. Some things you can't hurry, just let events unfold. Let them go where they may. Yeah, but let them say what they will say. Yeah, but you
rock.
Thanks.
So cool.
I hear the roar.
Hey, love you guys out there.
Yeah,
in
we really
internet world.
do. I've gotten so used to like playing and reading the screen at the same time. It's strange to not see that you're out there, but we know that you're out there. Even those of you who are watching in the future, which is really cool.
That's right.
Future.
Right?
That'll be me.
The future is watching us, and we know
Actually,
they're
it's
there.
the past, isn't it? Because there's a 10-second delay or something.
There might be a delay.
I think there is. It makes it quite interesting when you're playing and trying to read comments that occurred 10 seconds back, and you're like, they're not slow.
Time is warping.
Okay, so I guess this is the last one. I'm
I think
afraid.
so.
I want to end up wrap this evening up with a tune that I wrote for a friend of mine, Chuck. We lost Chuck about 1.5 years ago, maybe longer than that. You lose track with COVID. Was it a year? Yeah, maybe 1.5 years. But at any rate, he's gone. An amazing fella. And this goes out to Chuck. It's called "Love Says It Best." I once asked a friend of mine how he could stay so calm in the face of another's anger. He replied with his usual charm, said, "I'm not here to judge another or to shame them or to be cruel. You see, when I was just a child, I was taught the fruits of the golden rule. You do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. They sound old-fashioned, but it'll always ring. Open your heart and let go of the rest. All you have to do is try. Love says it best. A man of faith like no other man I've ever known, with an unshakable knowing that we're never alone. And the lessons that he taught me are still trying hard to break through. I still struggle with the notion I could have that same faith too. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. It may sound old-fashioned, but it'll always ring true. Open your heart and let go of the rest. All you have to do is try. Well, love says it best. Love says it best. Love says it best. Love says it best. When a harsh word is spoken, promise is broken, you begin to wonder what's the use. That's when these words ring loud and true. Love one another. We're all sisters and brothers. We're here to help each other. That's what we're meant to do. Open your heart. Let go of the rest. All you have to do is try. Love says it best. All you have to do is try. Love says it best.
Amen to that.
Thank you so very much for joining us this evening. And Thomas Anderson, my dear friend, Abigail Dowd, and I'm Wyatt Easterling. And keep a watch or look out for our next Song Travelers Writers Night. And hopefully we'll have it back here at the Cradle.
We will be honored to have that. Wyatt, Abigail, Thomas, wonderful sentiments, beautiful playing, singing. Really love to see it, and that is a beautiful sentiment to end the evening on. So thank you again for tuning in from home. We'll be doing this. We got a show next week. Stay tuned to the Facebook page. Again, appreciate your support. Appreciate you guys for doing this. Thank you so much. Be safe. Love each other.